It's going well, actually. It's far more organised than we've ever been. People are here getting stuck in, lots of structures up. I think it's going to be great fun.
It was really good because some people had never been to something like this before, and to get everyone together under one space. You know, some people out really enjoyed it, and when we came back to Edinburgh we talked about it and everyone really enjoyed themselves.
What I find interesting about this event is it actually breaks down barriers, and it's made me realise for the last 10 years, this is a message to service developers, is that you've put barriers up.
In a worst case scenario, what will happen to people who are still seeking out if the number more than the target figure?
There is not going to be any people homeless. We're not going to be here because we can't survive on the streets. We've not got any support, and it's the government that's got to give us the support.
Actually, you have a lot of power. You decide and you influence what the government does. And I think you should remember that. I don't think it's just about sitting back and saying the government can do this to us. Hell with that, let's do something to them.
This Millennium Dome, that's cost them millions of pounds for this one dome. For what? One day? Couldn't have used that money for the homeless people.
I can see where perhaps some of the anxiety and anger is coming from, but I think being pragmatic about it, a lot of other people wanted a national monument, but wanted to do something about the new future and be part of the new millennium, blah, blah, blah. And the other thing is that there is some new housing being built, otherwise it wouldn't have happened.
Me and my mates are squatting around Brighton, we're doing it on and off for years. And I'd like to know where I can get a list of council properties that are easily squattable.
Chris, I think we've got
a single parent with 4 children coming into the office saying we've just been evicted by the council because my son was pissing up an alleyway, crying. What are you supposed to do? Stand there, you get them back into a squat, they get victimised, they get fucked out.
It's all us standing together for change. We can get the housing benefit rules changed because we can stand together, we can get young children off the streets, because if we do, stand together we can do it.
It's my 3rd time I've been up to Sheffield. Every year it's got better and better and better. As you can see right now in the kitchen, it's all part of the different things that volunteers do at different times over the 3 days.
First Groundswell Forum speak out outside of central London in what are obviously quite magnificent surroundings, so thank you to them.
This is not my groundswell, it is your groundswell. It is everybody's groundswell, and everybody should have a say in the way the money is spent. Fraud is by your landlords who are in it for greed, who don't give a care. We need places for young people.
We will take a few risks. Let's put it in inverted commas, right? Let's call it something else. We'll try some new ideas, some new ways of doing it. And I think the beauty of only being in a bit of government for 3 years is you can put your hands up and say, well, we tried, I don't know where the money went.
I'm from East London and I've put a bid into the Special Innovations Fund. How's it going, mate? Any chance of me getting it?
Check with me. No, okay.
But I don't want to give you that.
I don't want to give you that. I couldn't have one friend.
We can give you lots of good advice. We can be benefactors. We can have open sessions where we invite you all along to tell us what you want, and then we can go away to our comfortable middle class homes and forget about you.
I've been on the streets. I've been on the streets for a couple of years and years ago in Northampton, and there was not anybody that would give the time of day to help you. You'd be sitting there and you'd be trying to get the help and no one is around. Now why the hell is it taking sodding 8 years to get things sorted?
Because housing and homelessness has not been a priority issue with any political party. I mean, I'm not saying the Liberal Democrats are any better at it than anybody else.
United We Stand is the emerging federation of socially excluded people. That is going to be the network of groups like this, groups like I represent, all come together and forming together so that we can make a difference.
The more I free my fellow man, the more I love my dog.
My house under suspended repossession. So if anyone asks if there's a homeless problem, I can definitely say there is. But rather than speak about my own experience, we need to take, for example, the fact that there are over 300 families officially accepted as homeless.
And it's always a struggle, I'm sure shown with grit, to encourage other councillors and staff that housing is an issue.
The only way I ever saw a roof over my head is by myself, mate. To help other people. The government is absolutely bugger all, except for keep me down.
And I think it is absolutely pathetic that the government set up a social exclusion unit. They should have set up a social inclusion.
I think what Groundswell are trying to do as well as the message I think they're trying to send out is the fact that it's homeless people, homeless survivors represent themselves rather than allowing themselves to be represented.
They don't believe we can achieve any goals unless you're not involved. Unless you organise it on the ground with groups.
One of the most significant things for me is that we're going along this evening as the first step of representing the Federation, but we can't authentically say that we are speaking on behalf of several thousand homeless people around the country at the moment. But hopefully this is an introduction to the fact that at a certain point, maybe 12 months to 2 years down the line now, we can be going with serious intent, not as unknown characters, but as a serious new social and political force within this country.
Sing along if you know it.
I think what Groundswell brings is probably one of the finest scripts on the understanding that once people have been through homelessness and reached their absolute bottom, that when they do get up on their feet and start moving and start doing things for themselves, they come back with a real powerful kind of social understanding and a cultural understanding as well, and they come with a bigger awareness. So it's really important that you get homeless people having the right and the opportunities to, to speak out, and the fact that there is going to be this national system of speak outs, I think it's a great idea.
What on earth I'm doing here, in this prison, during my time, more like wasting my time. What is the purpose? I feel like I'm being punished for spending the best part of my life, 20 years, helping the dispossessed, the downtrodden, yes, even the drug addicted, standing up for them, speaking up for them, doing work most people would run a mile from, perhaps a little too effectively for some people's liking. Am I here in jail to make a point to homelessness workers, informed to the police or else? Though I was never told that I risked imprisonment if I didn't pass on to the police the names of people banned for drug use or suspected dealing as our day sent to the bus. Should I really be in prison for that? I would never have thought it could happen in Britain, but it has. has.
What's happened is because we're homeless. This is my friend.
I used to be macho business and my wife won a toy boy, so I thought, well, I'll try and get a toy girl.
That's why we're together now. Because
really,
we're homeless and we've not got any comfort out in the streets, so we keep each other warm.
I said, hey, what's going on?
Thanks very much.